when our OFWs miss their flights or our tourists miss their flights because of too many questions and requirements.
Unfortunately, Your Honor.
Kayo rin yun, di ba?
Yan po.
Why were these things happening? Bakit ganun? Ako kasi posisyon ko, meron tayong constitutional right to travel. Why are we so strict in in examining the connection or relationship of the traveler to the person to be visited? So,
Yeah po.
yes, kasi we have to make siyempre the overall experience of the tourist. Meron na nga tayo rito gusto na nilang tourist VAT refund eh. Sabi ko, but the overall experience dapat i-enhance natin. So, this is it sa entry. Sige, yung sa exit naman, kayo rin yung binibira no when our OFWs miss their flights or our tourists miss their flights because of too many questions and requirements.
Unfortunately, Your Honor.
Kayo rin yun, di ba?
Yan po.
Why were these things happening? Bakit ganun? Ako kasi posisyon ko, meron tayong constitutional right to travel. Why are we so strict in in examining the connection or relationship of the traveler to the person to be visited?
Your Honor, we recognize po that problem. But we also have to balance that with the interests of our kababayans. Kaya po may ganyan pong programa, anti-trafficking po yan, isa pong function, Your Honor, na we have to implement. Kasi po, napansin po namin na marami po mga kababayan natin na magtatangka pong magtrabaho po sa ibang bansa. And as you might very well know, with recent developments na ang ngayon, ang klase po ng mga pambibiktima po ay hindi na po yung nakasanayan po natin. They go to different countries, forced to be part of a scam, and they all with how should I put it, the intention of providing for their families. When we understand that, but we have to balance it with the fact that we have to prevent them from becoming victims. Nagiging biktima po sila pagdating po sa ibang bansa. It is unfortunately the price that we have to pay. Okay lang po na kami po ang sisihin, pero kung ang kapalit naman po nun ay isang pamilya o isang tao na hindi mabibiktima sa ibang bansa, we are willing to face that. But we of course beg for some understanding. Kailangan lamang po ang isa pong pasaherong pupunta sa ibang bansa, kung nag-i-intend po siya o may intention po siya magtrabaho, kumuha po sa DMW ng necessary certification at dalhin po yung mga papeles po. Hindi naman po masyadong mahigpit po o masyadong mabigat po yung mga hinihinging documents, but they really have to provide us with the proper documentation. Isa pong protection na makuha nila is, as I've stated, yung employment certificate na ini-issue po ng DMW. That's one po, Your Honor. And if they cannot answer the questions, simple questions naman po, being propounded to them, they will not be able to leave the country because there is the red flag po, mga red flag po, which signify the fact that they might be going to another country, probably engaged in a job which would only victimize them, Your Honor. Yun po.
Question ko lang sa lahat kung sino lang may nakakaalam. Meron pa bang ibang bansa aside from the Philippines na bago umalis ang kanyang citizen itatanong, what's the purpose of your travel? Kasi parang ganun yung ginagawa niya. Palabas ang Pilipino sasabihin mo, what is the purpose of your travel? Meron ba tayong alam na ibang bansa na may ganun tanong? But I know nga meron tayong interagency against trafficking in persons, di ba? Parang ganun,
Opo, Your Honor.
Task force. I know that you're part of that.
Yeah.
Pero ganun yung nangyari. Usually tinatanong tayo niyan, papasok eh. We are a foreigner entering another country. Tanong, what's the purpose of your visit here or your travel here? Ito, lumalabas dito, palabas ang Pilipino, tatanungin, what's the purpose of your travel? Kaya kung natanong ngayon yun, from your knowledge sa mga immigration practices, wala bang obligation ng immigration naman ng destination country to ask the traveler, what's the purpose of your travel? Di siya na magbantay doon kung bawal magtrabaho ang walang work permit doon. Di siya na sila na ang deny entry sa pasahero. Tayo kasi deny boarding ang nangyayari sa atin eh. Ano, Commissioner? Just educate me dahil hindi ako mahilig magbiyahe. Hindi ko alam yung
At the moment, Your Honor, admittedly, I don't know of any other country, so I don't have the facts with me.
others.
But
Hindi naman ito self-incriminating question dahil madalas kayo. Pero meron bang ganun? Meron ba from your readings? Meron bang ibang bansa na tatanungin niya muna yung citizen niya?
Your
What's
Honor,
the purpose of your travel?
of course, we have to balance the interest.
I know.
At isa pong paraan po ito para ho...
Saka may law. Alam ko may law. May law tayo. May law natin ayun. Trafficking
Your
in
Honor.
persons.
And
Pero-
it has been recognized by other countries, yung pong efforts natin to combat trafficking. As a matter of fact, we have maintained our Tier 1 status pagdating po sa anti-trafficking. Ano po yun? Singapore, I think, is also part of that. Mga ilang bansa po ang...
So once upon a time, you were considered as the source of trafficked persons. Ganun ba?
Once upon a time, we
Source
were...
tayo.
Mas mababa po tayo sa Tier 1, Tier 3 ho yata. Ibig sabihin po, yung mga programa po natin at that stage was not enough to combat trafficking na acceptable po dun po sa standards na sinet ng napakaraming bansa. Ngayon po, nasa taas po tayo.
Meaning to say, sa mga traffic persons, kita lang maraming Filipino citizens. Ganun yun. Siguro yun.
I think this pertains, the Tier 1 status pertains to the efforts of the government in combating traffic.
Oo nga, na-recognize na nga kayo.
Yes,
So
po.
once upon a time,
Mababa.
we may have been in that lower tier.
Yes.
Because when they ask the traffic persons their citizenship, marami silang na-discover Filipinos. Ganun siguro. We were
Posible po.
considered a source of traffic persons. Kaya ano,
As I've said, that's possible po,
Okay.
Your Honor, and possibly also that we have not been doing enough at that point to combat trafficking. So these efforts have been recognized globally. Efforts by the Philippine
Sige.
government in combating trafficking have been recognized globally.
sige, it's always a balance din naman kasi yung isang speech ni Senator Tulfo dyan yung nagbiya ano pa sila, di ba? From Luzon to Mindanao to Malaysia and then Bangkok, then intending to go to Europe. Dun sila na-stop sa Bangkok immigration. Ito na sila na I mean, sila na mismo with their cooperation na So mahirap to assist mahirap gisingin ang taong gising o mahirap i-assist ang taong ayaw magpa-assist. Diba? Alam na nilang bawal yung ginagawa nila. But then we really have ano kaya solution nito? It's not more than just immigration yan, can we ask DFA din anong education? Ano would we tell the people na
Your Honor,
yes
our
as
stand is
frontliner
one victim is too many, Your Honor. So kung makaka-prevent po kami ng mabiktima ang isa, okay lang po. But one victim is too many, Your Honor. That is our stand.
Okay, pero ayun na nga ang counter ko doon is the constitutional right to travel. Anyway, can we get the any inputs nga doon paano ba yan? Kasi para ginagawa na rin natin yung law nila, you have to balance the power of the immigration to deny the citizens right to travel because it is concerned about the trafficking.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. DFA is also part of that interagency committee against trafficking in persons, IACAP. So from our end, the Department of Foreign Affairs, we also conduct abroad trainings on human trafficking for the OFW so that they would know what to look out for in order to avoid being victimized by human trafficking. And also, we also have at the home office, we also have regular trainings on human trafficking. In fact, for example, I once served in the Philippine Embassy in Brasilia. I served as chargé d'affaires ad interim. Even invited, I don't know if you know, well, she's quite famous, former DOJ lawyer and former IACAT Executive Director Darlene Pajarito. She's now connected with the ASEAN Trafficking in Persons, an organization of the ASEAN. I invited her to speak to the Filipino community there virtually because this was during the pandemic. So we conduct activities like that in order to inform the Filipino migrant workers that there are dangers like this lurking, so they could be possibly victimized, so they would know what to do, what the red flags are, who